The objective of this framework with respect to brain-computer interface systems and neural control interface paradigms. This is a direct communication pathway between an enhanced wired brain, as it is presented in this application, and an external device, that is the computer system. The brain-machine interface is directed at researching, mapping, and assisting and augmenting the human cognitive or sensory motor functions. The software dependencies used in the electroencephalography, that is the EEG artificial intelligence system, consists of the following software models: Anaconda, Jupyter, Matplotlib library, NumPy, Pandas, MNE Python. The base is Anaconda, which is a collection of Python packages designed for scientific computing and come bundled with a package manager, a tool for installing and updating the packages that ensures all are compatible with each other. The EEG artificial intelligence system interface begins with the presentation of stimuli to a participant, time-locked with collection of behavioral EEG and other physiological measures. Software capable of precise time locking is used here to measure, such as EEG have temporal precision on the order of milliseconds. After data collection, the EEG data will be pre-processed and analyzed. Pre-processing involves a number of steps designed to improve the signal-to-noise ratio of the data and increase the ability to detect any effects. If they are present in the pipeline, EEG pre-processing and analysis are performed using MNE. Pre-processing for EEG methodology data include the bandpass filtering, removal of data channels, electrodes and contaminated with excessive noise, correction of other well-defined artifacts such as eye blink, movements, and muscle noise, and referencing EEG data to an electrode, as I have illustrated and I have implemented in the software described in this project. Electric encephalography, EEG, for motor imagery involves the imagination of the movement of various body parts, resulting in sensory motor cortex activation, which modulates sensory motor oscillations in the EEG. This can be detected by the biometric control interface system to infer a user's intent, So, motor imagery requires a number of sessions of training before acceptable control for neuromorphic artificial intelligence systems interfaces to control of the BCI. These training sessions may take a number of hours over several days before users can employ the technique with acceptable levels of precision. In this application, I present the Nyquist sampling theorem as it is applied to artificial intelligence in computer-brain interface systems. So the Nyquist sampling theorem in the field of digital signal processing serves as a fundamental bridge between continuous time signals and discrete time signals. It establishes a condition for a sample rate permitting a discrete sequence of samples to capture information from a continuous time signal of finite bandwidth. Therefore, the theorem applies to a class of mathematical functions having an FFT, fast Fourier transformation, that is zero outside of a finite region of frequencies. The fidelity of the result depends on the density of sample rate of the original samples. The sampling theorem introduces the concept of a sampling rate that is sufficient for excellent fidelity for the class of functions that are band limited to a given bandwidth, such that no actual information is lost in the sampling process. For implementations of designs required for multivariable signals and images, as illustrated in this presentation for the computer-based interface, the sampling theorem is formulated for functions of a single variable. The theorem is directly applicable to time-dependent signals and is normally formulated in that context. So the sampling theorem is extended in a straightforward way to functions in arbitrarily different variables. Grayscale images are often represented in two-dimensional arrays, also in matrices of real numbers representing the relative intensities of pixels, that is, picture elements located in the intersections of row and column sample locations. As a result, images required two independent variables or indices to specify each pixel uniquely. In this application, I use first Fourier transforms, that is FFTs, for brain-computer interface techniques. So, the fast Fourier transform is an algorithm that computes the discrete Fourier transformation of a sequence, or its reverse IDFT. Fourier analysis converts a signal from its original domain to a representation in the frequency domain. The discrete Fourier transform is obtained by decomposing a sequence of values into components of different frequencies. This operation is used in many fields, but computing directly from the definition is often too slow to be practical. So the FFT computes transformations by factorizing the DFT matrix into a product of sparse factors. As a result, it manages to reduce the complexity of the computing the discrete Fourier transform from O times n squared, which arises if one simply implies the definition of DFTs, to O product of n log n, where n is the data size. So the difference in speed can be quite evident, especially for long data sets where n may be in thousands or millions. I have designed several engineering prototypes based on artificial intelligence, cognitive geometric solutions. These engineering models are actual projects that benefit humanity in applications for medical, industrial, and sociological data science solutions. The engineering prototypes I have developed are mostly narrow artificial intelligence, which are able to outperform any human being, thus augmenting mankind's productivity deficiencies. However, in this mathematical artificial intelligence software model, as illustrated in this video, deals with the basic fundamentals of generating machine learning in deep science solutions. These software models form part of the artificial general intelligence. I will exercise caution as I will continue to do research and development in artificial general intelligence algorithms, always taking serious consideration that full deployment of artificial general intelligence could potentially be mankind's last invention.